I remember going to New Orleans for Green Build after the really bad hurricane. And we were down there and, they did all this rebuilding effort. There were a lot of people down there who had done a lot of work on homes. And that's when the nest and other versions of the nest were created. And so part of the project is that they had done really good remodeling efforts on low-income homes. They had really done a good job of rebuilding them, and people were coming back in. And they were talking about these features, and they were handing out LED light bulbs to families. Like, hey, you moved in, but here's some LED bulbs. It's going to lower your energy costs, blah, 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 blah. And so they're having that conversation. And one of the gentlemen was so excited about the work that he was doing, unintentionally shared with a grandmother, a lady with a house coat. You could tell she had been cooking, the 4 pockets in the front,
Yeah.
Southern cuisine. You could smell it coming out of the door. And he was having this conversation with her. And he said to her, he says, hey, ma'am, you ought to consider putting these light bulbs all over your house. It'll lower your energy bill, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, she said, well, baby, how much do they cost? Back then they were steep,
Oh,
like
yeah.
5 times the cost of a regular light bulb. And when he says, oh, yeah, but they're going to help us with our climate commitment, and we're all trying to reduce it so we don't have these types of hurricanes. And he was sincere. She said, well, baby, how much do they cost? And when he told her what they cost, she says, oh, I can't do that, baby, because if I got to choose between my medicine and a light bulb, I choose my medicine all day. At that moment, I recognized that sometimes we impose our sustainability will on people who have other needs. They're in a food desert, right? Their income is strapped, and you're asking them to purchase a nest. And I think that's the lack of humanity about our imposition. So we'll walk by 20 homeless people down in Florida to go pull a straw out of a turtle's nose. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
You will walk by, like, not ask them if they want to eat. Have they eaten? Can I help you get some soap or lotion? Or we'll do that because our scope is so narrowed that we've lost, like, that gives people an escape route not to engage with humanity. And that's what I mean by,
Is it because they're afraid? Is it because it's messy? Is it because, like, why did we leapfrog that?
it's hard,
It's hard.
right? It requires you to humble yourself.